The purpose, it is whatever you say it is. You can, I know people who are reading tons of books and discovering and doing meditation, and all these programs to find the purpose. And then in the end, they all come to that the meaning of life is what you say it is. We live. Hello, good evening, everybody. So we're a bit late. It's still 21:00, which is awesome. Then we are not late. But yeah, Atso is having some smiley face, not Atso. Rename yourself, please, in Zoom.
Okay.
Smiley
You
face
just
is
talk.
having some issues with Wi-Fi, so let's hope it will not be that way. So yeah, maybe anybody who's listening, chat, let me know if you hear us well, if you hear and see us well. That is important. That is important because, like we said, tonight is our first podcast, and then we want to bring only audio out and put it also on other like on SoundCloud and Buzzsprout and stuff like that, so for elsewhere. But anyway, let's start.
All right.
We will use a bit of structure that we set down. So actually, what do we do now, Atso? Smiley face, what do we do now?
Now
we introduce each other.
we
right?
now must say,
All right.
Yes, we now must say why this topic today and what the podcast will be all about, So
Okay, cool.
I will give you the first word,
First word.
The honor to speak first.
Hello, Shishic. So podcast is about there will be different topics. Today we choose passion, life purpose, meaning, however you want to call it. And we said it's going to be a really good one for the icebreaker because we both are doing in our lives what we enjoy to do, what we want to do, and we live that passionately and have people who support us, teams and stuff like that. We'll tell more about that later. But yeah, first of all, who will be in this podcast? So with me is Smiley Face, aka Alexander Tasco. And yeah, this is a guy who smiles a lot. That's why his nickname is Smiley Face. We just went with that and he agreed. So he's really passionate, full loving, full heart guy who does everything with his heart, and he really goes for it 100%. He is perfectionist, which is working for him in some way and sometimes doesn't. Like this podcast almost didn't happen today because of his perfectionism, but then he let it go. So yeah, that is I would say that is Smiley Face in a nutshell. But you will get to know us better more through our podcast and us sharing with you guys. So word is now yours, Smiley Face.
Yeah, Mr. JP is the man, he's a fresh father. Yeah, congrats to that. And he's streamer also, and he likes to contribute to the world, just be there out and for all, especially for teenagers. So I really appreciate what you're doing, man. It's amazing what your purpose is. So I really like it, and I really want to hear everything about it, how you do it, and how did you get to that purpose. So that's pretty it. So I think we will have a good time here.
Yeah,
on this podcast.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah, and he likes. I must say one more thing. No, you like, but every time I see you have different T-shirt. Today you have Tom and Jerry, Batman, Deadpool in behind. So I wonder how next week I give you a challenge. Every week we have a podcast. You must wear a different T-shirt. Yes.
Oh man. Well.
Yeah. No pressure.
Honey, we will have to go to Primark, I guess. Hey, anyway, yeah. Okay, challenge accepted. But that's for everybody who will be watching. For those of you who are listening, just bear with us. This is our first podcast. Don't worry.
Yeah.
More and more we'll do it.
We are just swimming in the sea.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
throw ourselves in the water and say swim. Anyway,
Yeah.
so what is the point of this podcast is mainly is that we do not want to come out here as a gurus. We will not give opinions about topics that we will talk about, but we will actually share our lives. So any topic we will have is basically something that we how to say it, that we were in it. So we dealt with it, we experienced it, and then what we learned we will share with you guys. And yeah, there will be maybe different ways, because we might be in some experiences we weren't the main role guys, but we were the observer, and we can share about that as well. So that is how this podcast is gonna go. If you guys will have any questions, any comments, say that into the chat. If you're only listening, you can write to the on my email, no problem. So we would like to get your guys' feedback on everything we are doing, so that we know if we are going in the directions that you guys like.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And I want to add just one more thing. Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Yeah. We would like, if you see us and if you give us some questions, we can answer also to that. And please don't. And I think we will have some guests also too. We didn't say that one too. So I think we will ask someone today from the chat to join in and to share his purpose too. This is a challenge for anyone. So whoever wants to join us, he can consider right now. So
yeah. So about that is through the, let's say, 1 hour we will or however it will go. Yeah. If you guys wanna, in the end, we will give opportunity to anybody who is watching. We'll pick one guy or one person, not guy. It can be a girl too. So all you need to do is actually just join the Discord family, Mr. JP family on Discord, and then we will pull you with us in the chat, and we will be chatting live. So yeah, voice chatting, not typing. So yeah, that is also a thing. So I think mainly we said it all in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's it, right? Yeah, mods are already doing their job. Thank you, JP. That is the link for the Discord. Exactly. Okay, so when we were preparing and setting up the topics for the podcast, we also were thinking, how it should went, so how to do it. And one thing came up is that I like to play with words. So in a way that, if I say word love, I have one definition behind it, and Smiley Face is having other definition, and then you guys might have different definition, and we might be talking about love, but in reality we don't talk about the same thing, because our definition of love can be totally different. So yeah, that's why we will always start the topic from these definitions from the dictionary, and then we will go from that, so we know what we are talking about actually, so that we are not, when I say purpose, we can think about different things. So yeah, so today we will, let's say, define, or how to say it, not excavate, but go into depth of the words of purpose and passion. So purpose is the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. The purpose of the meeting is to appoint a trustee, let's say. And that is a very good point, So the purpose is something for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. And this is a lot. So we start with this topic because I lead a workshop and I get a lot of questions from teenagers. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? And yeah, what I tell them is, in a nutshell, is whatever you say it is. But whatever you say it is, that is in that moment becomes the purpose of your existence, or why you do something, or why you created something. So that is about purpose. And about passion, is strong and barely controllable emotion. That is passion. So I think, passion. Yeah, okay, I got the right one, because the second one was the suffering and death of Jesus, but that is, I don't know, meditation on the passion of Christ. I think that's a different word, so that's it. Okay, yeah, passion is strong and barely controllable emotion. And how I see it is, when you just had those sparkle in the eyes and your heart burns in a good way, that is when you're doing something that you're passionate about. So, Smiley, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I think passion for me is why I get up in the morning, what kicks me up off the bed, and because of that, I'm excited to go into a day, I'm happy. I wake up happy, and then from my passion, I create something beautiful in the day, So if you find your passion and your purpose in life, I think it's very amazing how things happening in direction that you set up your mindset, So passion also helps you to achieve some goals in on easier way, because if you do what you like to do, I think it's more easier, and it's more, you have more pleasure, achieving stuff, So for me, passion is why I get up in the morning, what's that reason to get up, and so
Okay.
my passion is to
yeah. Since
just
you opened that up, how did you find your passion in your life? Like, what's your way of finding it and then living it, and
For me, I cannot. I think I'm living my passion and my purpose, but I don't have. I'm still searching the clarity of it. Like the depth. I do what I want to do. I have my own company. I do summer camps. I help other people. I support other people in achieving their life to be better. So. Yeah, but I'm still discovering it, I'm 33 years old, so I think I'm on the path to discover it. And as youngster, I think the passion is when you're I don't know, aware of yourself, like from 5 years old. I have memories from 5, 6, 7 years old, and what I wanted to do over there, like in that age, I was like putting people into, I don't know, into good vibration, to smile, I was like always hanging around, running away, running and doing some crazy stuff, so people laugh at me, now at me, with me. And I think from that point, I think it's incorporated in my body, so imprinted in my body. And I think that it's one way I can see now from back, that it still holds deep down inside of me, So I still like to make people smile, my also his purpose is when people meets me, my mission is to make them smile, to yeah, that's why smiley face. And so that's, and to make them feel good, with me and with themselves, like being themselves. And I recently discovered my deeper meaning of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and why I'm doing in that entertainment, why I'm an animator, entertainer, because in that way I go in that flow, and when I go in that flow, I find my true passion from the depth of me. And when I'm in that moment, I connect to the people in some way that I get from them, their authenticity, and they like that, because I create a world that we speak, and we enjoy in being authentic and true self, like no masks, and just enjoying being in our bodies like we are, you know, and expressing ourselves, you know. So I saw many people who were introverted and who didn't dance. And when I came to, I don't know when I do weddings, you know, and I go to them, and I don't know, when I'm like in the flow, I connect to them, and they do also some things that they didn't expect they can do, you know. So I think that's also one of my purpose is like one of that thing, you know. So if you get what I meant to say, you know, I'm just a little bit nervous because this is our first podcast, so I must say that. And I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am nervous. So come on.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah,
Yeah, you.
yeah,
It could be felt that you're a little bit nervous, but anyway, I think you said it great. You know, how you start with I don't know what my actually meaning is, but then you told everything. I don't know if you listen to yourself what you were saying, but for me listening is quite obvious, you know, what is your purpose of life. And that's, you know, that's your nickname. That's what you just said in the end, you know. With my smile, with my energy, I move people from the places, from, let's say, simply said, I bring them out of their comfort zones, and they can discover newly themselves. That is,
yeah, and they enjoy in that state.
Yeah, they smile. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. And what is yeah,
shoot. What did you want to say?
shoot, man. Yeah, I want to say also. Yeah. I want to say, how did you discover your purpose?
Yeah. So let's go. I'll put it this way. So
Okay.
I think I was around 22, and I just girlfriend and I at that time we broke, and Mitya was in my life, a good friend of mine who was actually Alex froze. Did he froze? No, okay, he's here. So yeah, at 22, me and Mitya actually spent a lot of time together. He was searching for himself, so I was always a bit differently looking on the life than most of the people around me. And we start, you know, reading books. I started with, you know, discovering this self-exploring path, or self-improving path with the books of our former president, Janez Drnovšek. And yeah, then we more and more go into the, you know, other books, like Indian stuff, and then we went on Camino de Santiago, and we walked that path.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 800 kilometers in, I don't know, 27 days, you know. And I still didn't discover it doing all that thing. That's what I want to say. You can read I read a lot of stuff. I was, you know, doing all this inside looking, until I once asked myself, okay, I don't know what exactly I want to do in life, but at one point in life, you know, who are the purest are kids. So what did I want to do when I was a kid? And I was at that point looking into, so when I was 8 years old, I think I was looking what would I do in life, you know, thinking already about high school. And then I want to be a kindergarten teacher. And when I think about now, you know, behind this, that is all I knew actually until that point, right? I knew about teachers, I knew about, you know, trainers, because I danced for 10 years, but no more 16, but anyway. And, you know, but kindergarten is something that I complete. And I found it awesome, you know, those guys in the kindergarten one teacher was really amazing. So when I looked at it, I generalized and I say, okay, I want to work with people. I want to give something to people, something in a way of education or upbringing, or, you know, so they can actually, nowadays I would say they can actually break patterns that are constraining them. So yeah, that is why I went to IDEA, did the nursing school. I want to help people after the brain strokes, because my father suffered one, to help them regenerate faster, you know, so that they would do exercises more. So I did the nursing school, wanted to do self-employment on that, and then And then I meet Dejan, who we hosted in talk shows, who is having this in Slovenia named Rainbow Warriors for the kids with ADHD, and he gave me the chance to live my life fully with these workshops that is called If You Don't Know, Ask. And in that workshop, I really found my purpose. Working with teenagers, I think, is the best group to talk to. They all act adults, but when you really talk to them, they hear you, they listen to you, they like real straightforward conversations, and they apply things much faster than adults. And yeah, that's why my purpose is to empower teenagers. And there is a saying that the world stands on young people, but then if more or less the world is oppressing young people. When they have ideas, they say, oh, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, you will be in any way of danger, or something won't be good, something bad might happen. And yeah, so that is my purpose, is to empower younger generations. And because I believe I have a son now, like you said before, and these kids who are now teenagers, these teenagers now are actually going to be dealing with my son in 10, 15, 20 years. So if I contribute to something to that generation, actually my kids will grow up in much more, let's say, kinder, safer, loving, self-confident environment. And that is it. That is my passion. That is my purpose. And that is how I live it. I live it through workshops, through one-on-one coaching, and through these streams that I do. Talk shows are for that. These podcasts are for that. Even when I stream Call of Duty is for that, because I get to meet people there. I get to meet young people here, like Slow Jakey here, who just hosted me. He's a young guy, and thanks for the congrats, Slow Jake. So yeah, it's actually it, empower young people, and that is my purpose. That's
nice.
How I discovered it. Yeah.
Lovely story, man. I think I can relate with your mission also. I am also like to empower youngsters, ages from 14 to 18, because I believe that they are the future and they can change the world also. And my mission is to contribute to them over the summer camps. That's my next goal for next year, to make summer camps for them, to help them find their passion through workshops, through that amazing week of having fun, and also discovering themselves. So nice. Yeah. So I want to ask you one more thing, because can you say, let's go a little bit deeper, and can you say, how do you feel when you find your purpose? How do you know that how did you know that you find your purpose?
Well,
what was the feeling? What did you just wake up one day and said, yes, that's my purpose because I feel like that, or I don't know what happened?
Well, the thing is, it's two sides, right? So I believe everybody touched or at least had a glimpse of their purpose or passion in life, right? What you're passionate, or what do you think your purpose of your life is during your lifetime, no matter how old you are. I would say maybe only 8-year-old human beings didn't have that experience, but everybody else more or less did. And it is, when I was thinking about it, I knew it. Okay, this is it. This is what I want to do. But do I always want to do it? No. It's easy? No, it's not. Because, it would be much easier to have let's say, for me, it would be much easier to have a regular day job, 8 hours, 8 to 4, working for somebody else, do what they want. And, sometimes there's this idea, because being on your own, like you and I, we all both have our own businesses. It's not like now in this situation with the COVID, is like, it's like you gotta come up with new ideas. So even this podcast is out of that. And how do I feel about it? It's just like, your heart sinks, and when I have conversations with teenagers and I see that I contribute to them, it's just like, yeah, man, this is it. And what the funny thing is with me is that because the workshops and everything is so successful, it's that then my mind goes, this is too easy. I have to find something new. This is too easy. And then but that's how it is with me always. It's like something is not good enough, or I quickly diminish my results. And even when I find my passion, my purpose, it's like, nah, there has to be something more, keep on something, chewing in my mind. But I just know that's a worm who always want to put me down and not really live my life fully, being alive, but want to keep me in the shades. So yeah, that is how I feel, and that is how I deal with it. So, and the other side that I said before, that's one side. The other side is, you might not also exactly feel awesome when you say what's your purpose is, but you just say it and you believe in that and you go with that because you said it. And I believe in a saying that, your life goes the way you say it goes. So
Yeah, I agree.
so
I agree.
if you take control, if you become responsible for what you're saying, or even, not thinking, because thoughts are random and they just come, but thoughts of a way when you start playing with thoughts and you start developing stories in your head, or ideas, or conspiracy theories about, oh, that girl said that must mean that she doesn't like me because that guy, whatever, how human mind works. Yeah, so it's like your life goes the way you say it goes. And yeah, if you say that your purpose is to contribute to teenagers, then that's your purpose. Nobody can take that away from you except you. So yeah, that's a little bit deeper how I found it and what is the story actually behind. And it's actually every day. Woke up, okay, what you gonna do? Do you want to play Netflix and chill all day, or do you go out there, turn the stream on, call people, talk to people, enroll people into being guests, enroll smiley face now into doing podcasts with me, enroll schools to have workshops even in these times when everything is so uncertain. So yeah, there's always a choice.
Nice.
And I love that choice. Yeah, I love that. I know that I have that choice of what I want to do.
Yeah, and I want to add also that if you live your purpose, it's not always easy. It's like you will have some surroundings, some friends, parents, all people who maybe in first place they will not believe in you. Like that was my story also, because when I started the company with my best friend, my parents didn't believe in that. They said go to regular. I got a great offer, from my other to work for them.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second. You're breaking. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe just because we lost you. You said your parents said what? To go do what?
Okay. Parents said that they wanted me to go to the regular job, 8 to 4, and to get a loan, to get my car, to marry, get children and stuff. But and also another friend offered me a good job, regular job, but I said no. And that offer was pretty amazing, great salary, great offer, but I also said no. And why I said no? Because I felt deep in myself that's not my path. I was in pretty tough situation. No money, no, I don't know. I didn't. I struggled from month to month. And that job could save me. From money point of view, but I would not be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I would like to be in my life is to be happy, to enjoy, to, I don't know, to wake up in the morning and say, yes, I can't wait to, I don't know, to face new challenges in my what I'm doing now in Fun for You, you know. And in that point, in the mission, you know, and the purpose and the passion who was inside me, you know, I was like going in that direction. I didn't knew how it's going to turn out, you know. I thought, everybody thought that I will fail, you know, and that I will not achieve anything, and then I will go back to regular job. But I said no, and I pursued my dreams, and it was not easy way. And every day I had to remember myself why I want to go that road that I'm going now. And I cannot say that how happy and proud on me I am that I'm doing that, you know. So I just wanted to add that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think you added a great point here, you know, because the people, a lot of people are dealing with what is the purpose, you know, what is the meaning, what is my passion. And like I said, I believe everybody knows it, but are you then willing to do the work behind it, you know, to live it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there is exactly, usually it's like, because most people who find this goes, my mic is too low. Is better now? Yeah? Okay, sorry. I had it too low.
Yeah, I can hear you good. I can hear you very well.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I don't know. It's just the Streamlabs audio or some. I will put it like a little bit. Okay. I don't know. You know, you guys, in time I will buy a better microphone. I promise you that. Just right now. Now I need to earn some more money in my job and stuff like that, so we can do this. I cannot. I have it to the full. I have it fully on everywhere, you know, and I have the same microphone as Smiley Face is having. So, do you hear me well now? I will eat the microphone if I will need to. I'll pull it off. Maybe it will be better without this. maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I want to
good.
say, thank you, by the way, chat, for that. And for those who will only listen to this podcast,
Yeah,
like
thanks.
I said, just bear with us. It's our first, so, you know. Like I said, it's the hard work, you know. I mean, but then it's not the hard work. That's also what I want to like destroy this thing. It's not hard work because you're doing it passionately. You're thinking about it all the time. How to improve it, what can you add, what can you do to be better. Let's say like me for stream now, you know, you're part of the team, we created this, and you know, I'm thinking all the time about it, you know, what should I stream, what should the topic be, who should be next guest, you know, it's like all the time there. But luckily I know that is not good if I do it all the time, because there is, you know, Ultra and a son now and other people in my life. So, you know, I have certain hours in the day. The schedule is very important, the structure to set it up. But yeah, I think you said a great point. Because you start no new business, money is not going to be there unless you find an investor who really believes in you. But even before you find an investor, if you look the small time companies or you know, the startups, you know, there's a lot of work put in before you find an investor who said, okay, your idea can come into our startup center, or we will support you. You know, there is a lot of work. And I think one other thing that is most important is that you believe in the project, so that you believe in that. Like you said, there are people who said, everybody around you say you're gonna fail. So only person who then stands for this project or for this purpose is you. So and if you don't believe it, it's like it's gonna, you know, it's not gonna happen. And if you believe it, it's gonna happen, because there is no other way. It is going to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah,
it's like, because you believe it, and then you put the work into it.
Yeah, and when you are on your mission, you know, and when you are pursuing your dreams, you know, with your passion and what you want to do in life, I think it's the feeling is like you are not working at all. I in the beginning I worked all day. I was like you said, thinking all day about new things, like how you can improve what you did today, how you can improve your customer service, customer experience, how you can go out to the world and say, this is my product, this is my service, I want to serve, I want to be better every day. And the struggles are real. It's not easy. When you go out of the world, the world will eat you, crush you. If you are in the beginning mode, you can expect that. But I think most important thing is, if you fall 7 times, get up in 8 times. So I think that resilient, you get resilient. I wasn't always like confident in doing business. I never thought that I can do, I don't know, I can have my own company. But now for me, it's like normal day. Like, I'm just now discovering what new things I can do, because I wanted to say also about the purpose, because I have much more purposes in life. I think it's not only one. You have one core, and then out of this core purpose, you have smaller ones, and who come from your purpose. I think that's you do. And when you believe in yourself, like, also if you don't believe in yourself, I didn't believe in myself also in the beginning. When you get those slippery road, when you go on the slippery road and didn't know what to do, and you were in all the foggy place, and you look around and you say, then where am I going? Is there a light in the end of the tunnel? And you don't see anything, and you just say, damn, I'm already in this, and you own this, like ownership, like take responsibility for what you decide to do. And I think that is coming from your passion. And if you like to do what you do, it's like when the darkest moments come, this is I think that passion and purpose help you to go through the darkest moments in life. And that was in my life. And so to add that
was, I mean, great, because you just kind of
um
put an intro to a question. So Doman is having a question. What do you do when you find a roadblock in your path creating, finding your passion? So, Alex said it great when he said, even if you don't know what to do, how in finding, creating your passion, you keep on. But I think it's something before that, because Alex was already saying, when you have it, you find it, what can happen. But the most important thing is that you keep on believing that you will find your passion, that there is something that you're good at, and you can be great about it, and do it, and have it as your own, and live it, and earn money from it, and everything that human being needs to live on this planet. That is it. I think the belief. And then another thing is, from that belief, I found my experiences, opportunities come, and then you still have a choice. And there's a lot of times, I think, when we have new choices and we just don't go with them, new opportunities, and we don't follow them. Like, no, this is not for me, this is too hard, like I need to keep on call you one name, so I'll call you Smiley Face. That's it.
Okay.
Like a week ago, when we were having another this and created how we want to set up the podcast, there was a guy with us in Discord, and Smiley Face said to him, well, how are you with mic? And that guy is good with impressions, other people. And he was saying, oh, I freeze when I get a mic, and that's it. He has a passion to not impress, but how is it? To do voices of others. And then somebody offer you a chance, and you say, no, I freeze, and you turn it down that quickly, and that is usually what what kills it off, or when you hit the roadblock, is because there was a chance for you to go and try something and you turn it down. So one thing is that you keep on being open, and the other thing is that you're not hooked, because I studied economics in my life. I don't do it with economics, and I studied it for 8 years. So I put 8 years of my life, no, 10 years altogether in my life, study economics, have everything done except the master degrees, all the exams, everything is done except the master degree. But I did study for 1 year in Denmark. Out of that 8 years, I went abroad studying, and I got a lot. I took time for myself, read a lot of books, play basketball in, 4th, 5th league of Denmark. Something that, I would never do in Slovenia because I'm not that good. Had a lot of fun, and start going to the direction that I want to go. So that I know what I can say from all 10 years of studying economics is that I know that I don't want to do it. And now I can look on it that I lose 10 years of my life, or I can look at it, okay, cool, I don't want to do that. That is an awesome information for my life. Because whenever comes the opportunity from banks, or from certain these institutions that the whole economy is involved in, I easily turn it down. And now they don't even happen because I'm totally in different waters. But before, there is always this, and it teases you. Do you really know what you want to do in life? The life always teases you. Do you really want to stream? Is that really what you want to do? Like, there's this question, and there comes struggles like, one day you have, let's say, for example, 15 viewers on your stream, you're all happy, all excited, and then another day I have 4, and I'm like, yeah, am I doing the right thing? And these are these ups and downs. So with hitting the roadblocks is another thing. I don't think there ever is a roadblock, because you don't hit anything. Maybe you're just out of ideas, but then you go out, talk to friends, That's why this podcast is here, to open new ideas to people, to maybe break down some patterns that there are roadblocks, or how to say, something in your way that you find your passion. What I would give you out, the only thing that is in your way of you creating passion or finding your passion or purpose in your life is you. Nothing else. You and what you believe in. And that's it. That's what I found. It's like, I created for myself, I think 10 years ago, I said, I will not work more than 6 hours per day. I don't care. What is it? And I did after that. But I said, to age 35, I give myself time that I find what I want to do in life, what I love to do in life for the next 20 years. So I'm now 33. I still have 2 years, and I think I'm on a hell of a good way. But I'm definitely not settling to work 8 hours for somebody else. Only for me, and I love it, and I keep on believing in it. Is the financial situation behind it great? No, not yet, but it will be, because that's it. I believe in it, and I'm good in it. And let's say yesterday I host Denis Porčičorčip in my talk show, and we talk about it, and he's creating some new project, and then in the end he said, we can talk about it if we can see if work together. I think, it will never happen if I wouldn't believe in the stream, if I wouldn't search what I want to do in the stream, if I wouldn't go out there, write him a text. I never met the guy before in my life. I write him a text, hey, do you want to be in my show? It's about this for teenagers, to give them something. I think your life story would really empower them. And he said, of course, yes. And in the end, we might even work together, like do some projects together. I mean, never met a guy in my life. So I think that is what opens up when you really believe in what you're doing, and you really settle down. Okay, this is my passion. This is my purpose. You're welcome.
And I can add,
Hey, Christina.
And I think I can. Hey, Christina. And I can also add that if you're on a path in living your purpose, you are on that kind of spiral, and that's positive, because you are creating more positive thoughts, and more positive thoughts create positive attitude, beliefs, and positive beliefs create your personality, and personality creates your future, and how you react towards the world, and the world is like opening to you if you are positive, and if you believe in you, and if you you will give energy out from your body, and you will shine. And I think you can, from my point of view, I enroll also many people in my. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you well. I'm just smiling because I love you for how much you believe in. And I'm not saying it's not true, but you always say this energy out there, open, shines from your body. I love the word that you are choosing to express that.
It's me, man. It's me. It's me. Yeah, I like doing these things with you, but I also have a big fear. That I don't know. I'm just nervous, and this is like huge breakthrough for me, for this podcast. And I think I can say now that my purpose is bigger than my fear of not doing that. If I like to do that, and I believe in what we will create here, and I go through my fears, right now. I'm also, like you see, I'm nervous, but I'm also doing it, I'm in action, and I'm like rolling it out, And I also wanted to say before that when you are on your mission and you pursue your purpose, you will spread the positive energy, like I said, positive thoughts, positive affirmations, positive words, positive attitude towards everything, and the people feel that. I hear a lot of people that saying to me that that I am one of the few people who can tell that I live my purpose in life, that I love what I do, that they cannot say that I'm working because I'm enjoying and living what I'm doing, and that's it, and I think if everybody who's listening and who is pursuing his dreams, I just want to recommend that just keep it on, go, action, and believe in yourself, and the world will open to you, and the people will come in your life unexpectedly, and you just must be willing to be open and to accept everything that comes in your way, and just try it. You just play. It's life. You just have to play. Don't take the life too seriously. And you will go in that direction, and you will see, oh my God, I failed. Okay, no problem. Let's go in that direction. You say, yeah, I succeeded, but everything in life is not fixed. It's like if you are on the high peak, it can pass. I believe in a saying, this too shall pass, in both ways, in when your things are good and things are bad, so you cannot take things for granted, so you just do what you love to do. And in the darkest moments, what I do when I'm down, I call some friends so they can pick me up, so I see that they believe in me. And the other thing that I do, I put on music. When I hear music, that music always cheers me up and gives me back to my good vibration. And from that vibration, I start to think more positive, and I say, okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? That, okay, cool, I give that away, and then I create what I want to create, what is my wish to create. I don't focus on the negative, but only on the positive, even when I'm very, very down. I just first I reset myself to the point of zero.
Did we lost him?
How I...
Okay, cool. You froze for a second. We will get you a cable for your internet. I don't know. Stop being on Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah.
that's not.
You see, we didn't expect this one coming, but
Yeah,
we're
okay,
still
cool.
doing it.
Yeah, Doman said great suggestion. Yeah, but that's what I want to point out is also, yeah, you said it perfectly, so everything you will discover when you will be doing it, so like Alex also, Smiley Face also discovered that music cheers him up, and when he is down he needs to call people, and that is really, like Doman said, great suggestion, because when you're in your head, everything is dark, and it's going darker and darker and darker, and in that moment you need to do some action that will flip you around. There's a lot of this, especially in Slovenia, going on. I will solve things on my own, which is, man, of course you will, because you're capable, but it's gonna take the long way. It's gonna take the hard way, and it's really close to a big downfall, or to going into some sort of addiction or depression, or whatever, because that is it. The dark thoughts loading, and there is more and more of them. More and more life looks dark, and everything, there is no purpose, no sense. Apathy comes in, and that is why I said these podcasts, talk shows, why I'm doing these workshops, is exactly from that, because I did workshop for more than 2,300 teenagers, and there is a lot of apathy and depression among teenagers who are 13 to 19 years old, and I think that is that is something we can do about it. And that is also what I say there, these dark thoughts on dark thoughts. So gotta find the action that will bring you out, and then what brings you out is also your belief system. So what do you believe in? If you believe in that things, like Alex said, Smiley Face, oh Jesus, Smiley Face said, but no, I wanna, because it's, if you're Smiley Face, you're Smiley Face, that's it. If I'm Mr. JP, I'm Mr. JP, here you don't call me any other thing than that. But anyway,
okay, man, okay, yeah,
it's like integrity, maybe we can have a podcast on integrity, but it's, I don't know, I lost the point, but anyway, you guys get it. And the other thing I want to say is, like, this fear, it will always be there, it will always be there. It will always try to cripple you down and make you small, and it's not real. It's all fiction. It's a story. It's a, whatever, nothing that has to do with reality. So don't believe the fear thoughts in your head. It is there, and just go and face it. Because for me, to do half of the things I did in the last 2 years, 3 years, fear was always there. What will other think? What will that person think? What if I invite that person to a talk show? Are they gonna say yes? And let's keep it that way. When you really believe, things happen in your way. So we're having 26 shows from end of September to the end of December. And we're only missing I'm only missing 7 guests for them, so 19. And I called, let's say, 21 people so far. 2 said no, 19 said yes. So I think that's pretty damn work. And another thing, most of the people focus would be on those 2. Oh, you didn't get 2. That's really, how did you miss them? What did you say? What could you do? No, man, 2 said no. Who gives a crap? 2 said no, 19 said yes. I focused on that 19, and I'm really hyped to find 7 new. And that is what comes up when you really believe. And like Alex said, Smiley Face said, don't focus on the bad stuff, on the good ones, on the results that you did. That's what matters. And when things doesn't work, you just go like, hey, what did I do that things didn't go the way I wanted to? Oh, I missed that, or oh, I said that when in fact I wanted to say this. So no wonder I wasn't being authentic in that conversation, so that person didn't bought it, didn't want to do it, or sometimes there is just some reason you can't do anything about it, and you just be with it, and that's it.
Yeah, I just remembered one thing, that how I also cope with fear. I say it out loud. not publicly. Now I'm saying publicly, but I also get accountability partner or buddy. I'm saying that if I said that from that summer camp for kids, for teenagers from 14 to 18, that I'm going to do. So I gave my words to the world, and I said that to everyone that I'm going to meet. And why am I doing that? Because when I start to doubt in myself that this is going to happen, some will come along and say, hey, how is this thing with teenagers going, And then I will be back on track, because the people will not let me not pursuing my purpose and dreams, And I think if you know yourself, how you react when you have fear and when you have doubt in yourself. I think you can do some things before that things happen, because when that things happen, you're going along down way, down the spiral, and it's hard to go up, But if you are in contact with people constantly, there is no way that in 1 day or 2 days one will not ask you, oh, how was your day, how are you doing, did you do something on that project or that project, And then you keep having the momentum, And for me, the people who support me are not letting me not doing that stuff. So what about if you're introvert? Good question. I think that if you're introvert, you also I think everyone, no matter if you're introvert, extrovert, or I don't know, talkative, non-talkative, you must find a way. Or introverts have also friends, maybe in computer sense, they play games, they can say in chats. I think the best way to cope with that is to tell to someone who you trust. And then when you have a bad day, you say, I have a bad day, and then he will lift you up, he will be your support. I think that, like you said before, that nobody will go that path of your purpose instead of you, but he can be to support you, and he can go along the way and cheer you up. And what are you smiling now? Yeah, I think that's the way I'm doing, and for me that kind of thing works.
Yeah, I just love it how you put a little bit Slovenian into it. You said Ane. You probably don't even know it. But it's okay. It's, like I said, it's for podcast. Bear with us. We will get into the flow. By the time that there will be 10, we will be, pro English speakers and everything. But another thing that I want to say, there is a lot of these marks on people, introvert, extrovert, talkative, non-talkative, smart, stupid, good, bad, whatever, and me personally, I don't believe in that, but I don't say it doesn't exist. I don't believe in that, because then you just limit yourself, and then you go through life. I'm an introvert, and that's your excuse. And that is your excuse for what? That you don't have to be responsible for your life. And, you might have this thought, or idea. I would like to do podcasts, but I'm an introvert, so that doesn't go. I can't do it. Introverts cannot do podcasts. Podcasts are for talkative people. Podcasts are for, people who express themselves. And then it's a limitation on yourself. It's not something that you really are. It's only you are that because you're saying you are that. Like there is no proof that you're introvert, or extrovert. If we go into I think that's judging others, or opinionating yourself or others. If you go into reality, it's like somebody asks you a question, and one person said back 3 words, and some person said back 10 words. And now the person with 3 words is introvert, and person with 10 words is extrovert. I mean, what? Somebody said that, that's all, And everything else is a story. So, but for introverts, because I know there are people who believe they're introverts, and how I would say is, find a way, read a book. That is one way. go do some courses, maybe online courses, maybe courses through Zoom where you are by yourself, maybe don't need camera on. Maybe you can come to the streams, not just mine. There are a bunch of really good streamers who can lift you up, and you never need to show yourself. You can express yourself in chat and nobody will know who you really are. So now there is plenty of ways if you want to get out of bad mood, let's say, call it that way, that you can get out. And that is basically it. And yeah, Smiley Face said it before perfectly, when he said, to live my purpose, my life, my passion, I share that with people. And because I promised to that many people, it's like then they will hold me back for my word. And there it's kind of you're in a circle that there is no way that you are not going to execute that, because you know it's something that you want to do, and those people are holding you accountable for what you said that you want to do, and then you will find a way to do it. And even if that in that moment, sometimes purpose is only not to let people down that you already promised. It's not even the purpose I want to help teenagers, but I'm not letting those people down, so I'm going to do it. That's maybe one day. And the other day, it can be, I'm all about supporting teenagers, or I'm all about, bringing basketball to every country in the planet, or, whatever you will find your purpose, passion is. But yeah, there are plenty of ways, and this is basically what this podcast will be about. So to give you guys ideas, to share with you guys how we are dealing with things, so you can actually bring yourself to the best version of you that you can be. And okay. So it is all BS, belief system. Like you said it at the beginning, what person will focus on, that will happen to that person. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
If you
great point, Roman.
Yeah, great point. And I would say I won't answer exactly on that question. I will give you a pointer. Go out there in life and observe yourself and people in your life that are close to you, and observe what you are saying and what is then happening to you, and observe what they are saying and what is then happening to them. And I bet you will find a correlation between that really fast, and a lot of things that will give you an answer to this question. But I think I point you in the direction that you will get it. That's kind of what it is. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of a 1 hour is passed. We're setting this up for mainly 1 hour to talk strictly on the point. It's also because we want to, like I said before, cut audio out, put it on Buzzsprout, which is only limiting 2 hours free per month. So we want to put like 2 shows on that. Hey Rock, how you doing, buddy? Rock is our designer, so all these things that you see on stream, all the logo, the surroundings of the camera, that's all his design. I think he's doing amazing job. I know he's
amazing
doing, so thank you for that. So we will bring the audio out and put it on SoundCloud, and we want to keep it short, 1 hour. But for the purpose of this stream, we also said we're gonna extend it. And we're gonna extend it in a way that, if you guys have any other questions, or like Domen here who is talkative, if you wanna, come and chat with us, you can just join the Discord, and you can come in, and maybe, we can support you with, finding your purpose right now, or your passion, or, maybe answer some of your questions, or give you a question through which you will answer, and you will then got it, like, oh, that is it, that's what I'm gonna go for,
Yeah, he said he baby is sleep.
Okay. Yeah, good. Good reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
man, I believe him. I know him.
Yeah, I know, but I have a baby sleeping as well. So, but I'm here talking with an open doors, So I don't know. Next time. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
But I think he's in chat. So I think, Doman, if you hear me,
No, he doesn't hear you. He's only talking to us the whole time, but he doesn't hear you.
Yeah. Okay, I think he can share in chat what do you think about your purpose? What is your purpose in life? Can you write it in the chat? We can read it out loud and we can talk about it. So yeah, can you? Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. Do it, man.
Yep. Or there's anybody else, Domin is the
Yeah,
loudest
or
one.
anybody else. Yeah,
Uh,
we have anybody else. Okay, all the chat, people in the chat, you can write. What we want to know. What is your purpose in life? Do you know? Do you have what you want to do in life? Are you
Okay.
doing it or
Domin is
not?
saying
Something
he's
like
still figuring it out. But okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I'm also still figuring it out. Yes. At this moment, purpose, father.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's
Yeah.
it. You just said it. You're not figuring it out. If at this moment is being a father, that's your purpose, being a father. I mean, that's
The
how
best father
that-
that he can be. Yes.
that's how simple it is. Correction, quiet father. Okay, cool. Well, whatever floats your boat, buddy. But I just want to point that out. The purpose, it is whatever you say it is. You can, I know people who are reading tons of books and discovering and doing meditation, and all these programs to find the purpose. And then in the end, they all come to that the meaning of life is what you say it is. There is no big philosophy behind it, truly. I mean, really, I also did that. I'm saying that from my own experience, not from I observe others and saw that. But from my own experience, I read a lot of books. They gave me pointers into the direction, but not really answered the question. Only I can answer the question what my purpose of life is. And then in the end is what I say it is. And I would say I know it is because, like I said before, my eyes sparkle. I can really talk about it for hours. I can be totally self-expressed around it, have a bunch of ideas how to execute these things. And that is how then you are really in touch with what your purpose is, what your passion is. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I wouldn't say any else. And yeah, and well, you're happy that we guys are collaborating. Thank you, Domin. And another thing that I want to say, because you pointed out greatly, be a father it's really important. I mean, I found it for myself, when I'm streaming. It's like in that moment I'm fulfilling on purpose that I have for my stream. But when I'm with Ursha, I'm fulfilling on the purpose that I have for our relationship. When we are together, now the baby is 25 days old, so there's not much we can do with him except eat, sleep, change the diaper, repeat, that's how our life goes at the moment. But it's I'm being with him, especially when he will grow older. I really want to be present. So being present is what will fulfill on the purpose. And you can have many purposes for all the areas in your life that are important to you. When you're being with your close ones, mom, dad, brother, sister, friends, be with them in that moment. The purpose is that you be the best son, you be the best, I don't know, brother, sister, friend, the best co-worker, the best boss, whatever area of your life. And you can have, like Alex said, smiley face said, you have many you can have many purposes in life. But we're talking about that one main. So if my main is that I empower teenagers, it's not only teenagers, it's people in my life. So I really want to, when people are talking to me, I want them, for going out of conversation with me, that they can live their life fully and be free, like really be free from their own resentments, from their own limitations. Because mostly we are not free because we limit ourselves and we have those resentments, regrets, and we hold on to them. 10 years ago, if I would invest 10 years ago in bitcoins, I would be a millionaire today, probably not sitting here in front of you guys. And I had the idea in that moment when the bitcoins were 30 cents, what if I would buy them for 500 euros? That was my idea, but I didn't execute it. And today,
Why?
I did no, because I was afraid. What if it doesn't go? What if I lose those 500 euros? What if?
Okay.
And I believe more in that what if than in.
Do you regret now?
No, I did it when all that boom was. I was, but now I don't, because you know why? Because it it wasn't suit me. It wasn't work for me now. If I would be regretting that, then I can, be, I would be miserable all the time.
Yeah.
If you imagine how many bitcoins you get for 500 euros, if one is 30 cents, and now it's 10K plus, it's like you're miserable. You miss the chance of, be financial free until end of your life, So there is nothing to hold on. I mean, I don't want to be miserable, so why would I hold on to that?
Yeah,
but
that's why I wanted to point out, because you are still focusing on the good side, and you're not regretting, because regret and resentment and those other negative feelings are holding you in that direction, that you are not moving forward and you are standing or moving backwards, and I think that's not fulfilling for a person, who is in that state.
Yeah.
And if you don't go out of this state, you cannot go into the positive spiral that I talked about before, and that's it. You cannot live fully your purpose, because from the negative point of view, you cannot live the purpose will get you out from that, so you just have to figure it out for yourself. And I think that we have similar purposes, when I heard you today, I didn't knew that we have that, we know each other, but when you pointed out, I was like, say, damn, like he's saying like what I'm saying, and that's amazing, so I think we can have the common purpose, so we can do together amazing things, and I think, and when people, you see, we two collided and get to know each other in some crazy, unexpected way, and now we are doing, how is that, like 1 year we are knowing each other.
Yeah, but not knowing each other. We met 1 year ago, spent a couple of hours together on that, on that trip that we were both trip guiders for the young ones in Montenegro. But then basically you led our wedding, and then slowly we get to know each other. You did the Landmark Forum like I did. I enrolled you into that, so that is how it went. And then, what are you doing, let's do it together. That's how it goes. So be open to the new opportunities. Both trip? Nah, I don't know. Sounds like a love story. Well, but I would say it like, I have one question that I always ask everybody in my workshop, regardless if it's teenagers, parents, teachers, or here stream. Who here doesn't want to be happy and being loved or loved in your life? If you don't want to be, say something in the chat. And if you want to be, well, then you and I share a common purpose. We all want to be happy. We all want to love and be loved. That's how simple it is. And then you look how we live our lives, and there is a bunch of things that we do that are not correlating with that are not going hand in hand to that. You hold on regrets. You resent to some people because somebody said something 10 years ago, and that means whatever BS it means. And all that. Yeah, I'm glad that you agree, Dom, and I know that and I know everybody who is listening agrees. I don't think there's a lot of people walking on this planet who are saying, nah, man, happiness, no thank you.
Yeah,
I'd rather be miserable. Give me
angry.
Give me another tequila. But yeah, so then we just express it in different ways. Some people are football coaches, some people are doing what me and Smiley Face are doing. Some people are having their businesses, like my mom, she's having a cleaning business. Some people are, managers of big corporations. I don't know. Everybody does it their way. But in the end, we all want to have these two things in our life. However we turn it around, that's how it is. That's how simple it is.
Yeah. And today I can share my experience from today. I went to eat in Mexican food, and there was a waiter. Like waiters are 80% of waiters or 90% are like I don't want to work here. And I really respect those waiters who really love what they are doing. So he came to me. He was smiling. He said, "Hello, how are you?" Just making conversation. He was not like a robot, like bringing me the menu and saying, "What do you want to drink?" and stuff. But he was like very talkative, and I engaged with him. And whenever he came to me, he was like talking with me, and I saw him that he's not doing this with me only with me, but I don't know, he's coming, the three girls are coming to him and ask him, "Where do you want to sit?" And he said, "Go over there, there is a better light, for you." He's just like made a joke of for them, and they smiled also. So I think he fulfilled his purpose, like in making others who came in that Mexican restaurant to eat, and he made them smile and enjoyable, and the meal was more enjoyable, and I really liked it. So I gave him a tip, and he was happy, and he said to me, "Why are you giving me a tip?" I give him, I think, 5 euros. And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "That's for you. Thank you for giving me a great day, and to give me your energy, and that you love what you do." And he was so grateful for that, and when I feel that somebody really likes what he's doing, you can see how he's glowing and how he's performing, and his attitude is different than the others. That's one thing that I experienced today.
Yeah, that is exactly when you are, let's say, living your passion, or do something, not even living your passion, but do something with passion. People appreciate it. You're very enrolling in that moment. You're very, bringing this, I would say, love, respect, acceptance, all the things that we people appreciate on the table. And like you said, that guy deserve that, and that is what also we want to give out to the everybody. So when you are really living your purpose, your passion, when you find it and you go for it, there will be days where you will be really struggling, you will doubt in it, you will not want to do it, you will wake up with heavy thought, you will have them throughout the day, you will want to quit on everything, But if you keep on going and do the actions that you set up for yourself, and really then share with people and share it with, with animals, I would say, share with the people and believe, it's gonna turn out great, And I'm sure this waiter might not be that way every day, but most of the days he is, and when he is, these kind of things happens to him. He gets a big tip, and I'm sure he didn't do anything extra for that. He was just, here's a customer, no. I will be good to that customer, and whether they give me a tip or not, because he's getting paid whatever he's getting paid. And it's also, if you go on your own path, maybe that's the next topic we can do next things, business owners, or whether we're dealing with small time business owners, because we are not big time, we don't have many. I'm only one man band, you are a little more man band, but there is struggle, and finances are not always that great that you want them to be. But when you look at the amount of time and work you put in and the outcome, it's really good. You have, for me, I have a lot of free time. I do projects that I love to do. So when I compare that, I'm like, I get how much I put in, that much I'll get out. So, keep on putting in, be better and better at it, and, enroll more people into it, more heads, more knowledge, more ideas. And that's how you develop. So maybe, you see, this is how we can go. We can always find the next topic from the past podcast. So this time we do podcasts on that. Next topic, how to run a small business, or what are the obstacles, or what to be paying attention to, or stuff like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. What do you guys think? The chat, do you agree? Would that be a topic that would be interesting for you? Yeah, but going back, purpose and passion are really main things. That's why we're starting with it. It's like when you find that out, it's like the whole world, like all your life is just like, how to say, it's just all the pieces are put in place, where they should be. You're like, that's it, that's the direction, I keep on going. And one friend who just figured out, like, not long ago what he wants to do, and even surprised him, it's basically our video editor. He said, now I'm getting so much offers that I will have to start turning people down or put my price up. And I said, yeah, man, that's it. I mean, you're better and better. You have high quality. My advice to him was, you're having higher quality. So, there should be more payment. I mean, better quality, better payment. That goes hand in hand. Or you turn down people, but mainly should be because they can't afford you. Or if they want to afford you, if they want you to execute the project, well, they have to pay because they want you. Yes, for the next topic. Thank you, Karina. We will do that. Yeah, that's what happens, And I think it's amazing if you guys will go for it. If you need anything, like, just come to the podcast and ask questions, ask what you're struggling, tell us what you're struggling with. We will happily answer to that, give you maybe some idea or pointer what to do next. We are really here for you guys, and we just want to share our life, what we're going through, what we find that is important with you, and bring more people into it. Invite others. If you have some people who are struggling, or you're debating with friends, you just say, hey, listen to these guys, maybe you'll get something. So that is how the world will go around, and we can contribute to each other more and more and more.
Yeah, well put, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of a run out. I think that could be it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, one other thing, I don't know if you guys like to play funny games. I just come with the idea. That's not part of the podcast, also for the stream. It's there's a new game called Party Animals, and it's like 8 people playing together, and then those animals are really, just go check it out. It's called Party Animals, and we could do it together, have a lot of fun, talk to each other. You guys could talk to us if also Smiley Face will be for it. It's a really funny game, simple game, and it's a lot of fun and smiles. I just found it today and it's brilliant. It's like you can laugh all the time, how the animals are moving and what to do and everything. It's just hilarious. So I think bring good times, bring positive vibes and everything that we want to spread out here. What else? What maybe we can spend a little more time, what are the struggles finding out your purpose or passion. I would say one is like Alex, like Smiley Face said, there is an environment who doesn't support you. That is definitely. The other thing is that you don't believe in yourself, or that you can fight it, or that you are good enough to execute something. I think that is the main blocker, like fear of that I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. And then you don't go out and ask for help, for support, so I think those are the main struggles. And one is also lack of imagination, in a way of, when you look little kids or young, they have, you know, this playfulness, this imagination, you know. They see a hat and for them it's a spaceship, and we adults go like, what's wrong with that kid? How can he see a spaceship if it's a hat? You know, he's oh, that's just we all had that when we were young. It's called divergent intelligence, I think. So I don't know, in Slovenian is divergentna inteligenca. Yeah, so I think it's divergent intelligence in English.
Yeah.
So it's basically, you know, hat can be so many things, not only a hat. So that is also what is being killed successfully through school, and that I'm saying that out loud not because that's my opinion, but that's my research and research of when I work with the kids who have ADHD and through the camps and with my friend. Yeah, maybe divergent thinking. Thank you, Christina. So you know, it's that. So just connect with your inner child that is there, and you will find what you want to do in life and what you want to give. And now with today online informations and YouTube and Google, you can basically search everything and see how it looks like, what do you need to start doing that, and yeah, go out and do it. So yeah, the only person standing in the way of your purpose and passion is you. And I think we can we said we're gonna end up every podcast with also a question.
Yeah.
I mean, or a couple of questions that might give you into the directions that you guys can find about this topic that we're taking. So the question for like a weekly challenge would be, if you are still searching for your purpose, passion, would be let's put it this way. Ask yourself, what were you doing, or who were you talking to, or who were you observing, you know, that when your heart really synced, like, you know, you had these thoughts, I would like to do that as well, man, that would be so good if I'm doing that. Or, you know, maybe you were doing some pottery when you were young and you really enjoyed it, and you were like, oh man, if I could be a potter, that would be really awesome. And now you're working in a bank and pushing papers, you know, and I don't have anything against that, but you know, you and I know both that that's just not it. That doesn't cut the day. In the end of the day, you go to bed miserable and you wake up miserable, and you know, because all you want to do is being a potter. So yeah, that is our our challenge is think about what things your heart really sings, or did sink in the past, and then write them down and see what of that can actually count for you, and that you find your purpose, passion out of that, and go that and pursue that, and never stop dreaming. That is a command.
Yeah.
If you stop dreaming,
I can add some.
If you stop dreaming, stop coming here. This is not a podcast for people who don't dream. This is not a stream for people who don't have dreams. This is for people who have dreams and want to find dreams, whatever. And whatever it is, it's awesome. I have to say that, man. You know, streaming.
I like
streaming is about community, you know, and community will bring people together. You know, like same birds fly together. So this is how you and I connect. All the people who are now here is because same birds fly together. So if we will be great to each other, you know, we will bring more people into it. And you guys and I know, and Smiley Face here knows that we are doing something good and something for the people. So invite people, bring them, you know, talk about this if you liked it. We will make sure that you will have a content to talk about. So we promise you that. How to deal with so there is a question, how to deal with the environment who does not support you?
Support. Give me support.
Give you support. Smiley, shoot first. I'll see if I can then need to add anything. You dealt with that.
Yeah.
Just share with your
Yeah.
experience how you dealt.
Yeah, I can share my story because I didn't have the supporting environment in my life, and I connect with the people who believed in me. I didn't listen to the people who didn't give me support, even if those were my parents. And I connected with people who believed in me, and I told them my dreams, and they said, "You go for it," and that's it. And that gives me the fuel to pursuing my dreams. For me, the most important thing that I don't feel that I'm alone in it. Even though if I am alone, it's harder to go through, but I will still go because I had some difficult situations in my life, and I was in some situations alone, but deep in my heart and my soul, I knew what I wanted to do in my life and what I don't wanted to do in my life. So yeah, I just didn't listen to the environment and to the people. So what I did was trying to disconnect as many times as possible from the environment. I didn't even in those times that I started my business times, I really haven't seen my parents a lot. I didn't talk to them. I didn't hear them because when it's the whole time whenever I got home, they just saying, "What are you doing? Come on, get serious." And I didn't want to be in that kind of environment. So I decided for myself. I made a decision that I want to be with people who support me and who believe in my cause, in my purpose, and I connect with them more, and I talked with them every day, and that's how I went through. That was my story, and now I'm here. And for what is the outcome of that? Now the family, my father and my mother are supporting me, and even my father is now working with me.
For you.
And yeah, but I'm saying with me.
Yeah, no, but we said we're gonna keep this straight and real. This is how it is. You're a business owner, and he's working in your company. So, of course, he's working with you.
Yeah, he's working in my company. Yeah, and he's helping me with. He's doing great. He's like in how do you say skladišče in English? I don't know.
Yeah, in a warehouse.
Yeah, in a warehouse, and without him, we would have some major problems, major deals with like logistics and stuff. And yeah, but that path went from, I don't know, 7 years, and now they believe in me, and now it's like my life is now easier, and I talk to them. I go home, like I'm happy to go home to them and to talk and everything, because I have support now, because I earn it through my going through way, and that's it. But I never resent them not supporting me. That's also an important thing, because I knew that they are not me, and I am only me, and my path is only my path. And even if they don't understand what am I doing, even if I don't understand what am I doing, but I knew what I want to become and to do, that's it. And I never resented my father, and I was sad because it's, if your parents doesn't support you, it's kind of heartbreaking. But when you realize that they are really want you to have the best life ever, and that is the way that they are showing that to me, and I knew that, so I don't resent them that they didn't support me back then. I'm so happy that they support me now. So that's it.
Awesome. Yeah, she said thanks back, and I would just add on so there's the environment that is out of you, right? So are people around you, and then there's also the environment that is happening in here. So I have a lot of times the opposite story. So people around me supported me when I present them the idea, but then I didn't pull it through because I stopped believing in it, you know. So it can
That's
also
you.
it can also happen on the inside. It doesn't always the environment goes outside. And I would say the other thing that is important is like you said, that you don't resent the people who doesn't support you, like that you don't, you know, have regrets. So I should say that to them, that would really, you know, knock them down, and you know I would come out stronger and better, and you know, pumping your ego. And why is because, you know, when you feel that the environment is not supporting you, when you really look behind the curtain, what is there is usually worry and love. So your parents loved you, and they were worried about you, and they wanted you to be safe. They wanted you, you know, to be, you know, to do good, and not have all the struggles that maybe they had. And when they, you know, when you said I'm gonna go on my own, they saw it. Oh, there will be a lot of struggle. So you know, they were coming from that space. So I think that is the important thing when you're dealing. I don't think there is environment who doesn't support you, except if there is an environment who, you know, throw you like they sabotage you, you know. So you go you buy yourself a new car and they cut the tires on your car, you know, let's say in that way. So you know, that's different. If people are saying, yeah, you can't do it, or you know, be careful, you might not do it, what will you do if that doesn't go through, you know? It's kind of it's coming out of love and worry, nothing else. So yeah, of course, people want you to play safe and small. You know why? Because they're playing safe and small. So seeing somebody who is not playing safe and small is dangerous, you know. Living safe and small is comfortable.
It's scary.
And you don't need to be responsible for a whole lot of things when you're playing safe and small. But when you're going out there big, you know, the responsibility, the accountability is bigger, but also aliveness is bigger, you know.
Yeah.
So we both could be working for others, but we're having our own business, and Smiley Face is even having employees. So that is even bigger responsibility, you know, and accountability. But because it's coming out of what he loves to do, it's not tearing him down. It's not being that stressful for him as it would be if he would be in charge of a department in a job where he didn't want to work, and still have being responsible for the 20 people below him, you know. So so that's it. That is why people want you. You can always, I always said, just put yourself in the shoes of others, you know. Why are they saying what they're saying, you know? What is behind? Not go jumping like a dog on a bone immediately. They said this, that must mean something. But what is behind? Usually is love and worry, and they want you to be safe and do good. And you know, and then is your choice whether you wanna, and then that is also what I give a question to teenagers. So who is then living your life? If people around you are like, you know, want you to play small and safe, and you play it like that, of course you don't need to be responsible for your life. It's their fault, they're saying that, you know. But it's also, you don't live your life, you're just surviving life in that way. So if you want to live life, then, you know, step out of comfort zone, go big. There's a good expression in English, go big or go home. So, you know, you go big, you fall down, you go big again. Or, you know, play small and safe and blame others for you not living your life and shutting down on your dreams and not living them. I mean, we will all die in the end, whether we like it or not. So if we fully live our life, or if we play small and safe, it's all up to us. So stop. Let's not pretend that that's not gonna happen and we're gonna live forever. Well, nah, man. You know, maybe tomorrow we cannot do podcast anymore because me and Alex are not gonna be here. But who cares? You know, we are doing this now today. We're going big today, and tomorrow everybody might be lynching us for some reason. I don't know. So It's only their opinion. Who
Yep.
cares? I mean, that is also, that is another struggle for finding your purpose and passion, is because you put more value into opinion of others than in what you want to do. That is another killer. So worrying about what others will say. The secret is others will be always saying something. Always. No matter what you will do. You could be a millionaire. They will say you cheated your way. You blackmailed some people, or you paid them off. So that you are where you are now. There is a saying. When women are up leveling in the job really fast, they say, "Oh, she must be doing something with her boss." Like that. That's the only way to do it. She cannot be equality. I mean, all that people will always say something. But I believe in that thing, my truth can never hurt me. So, whatever everybody else say, people around me knows who I am and what I'm up to. And most importantly is that I am not, afraid, or I'm not ashamed of my life, of what I did, of my truth. And that's it. And living that way, I mean, I don't even care if people support me or not. I mean, that is shown on the table. So yeah, I would say that stop playing small and safe. You will be miserable. I guarantee you that. I mean, we both did it at some point, so it's out of experience. I did it. I went so deep in playing small and safe that I smoked weed every day. And I could only bear with people when I was stoned. I loved them very much. And when I was sober, people for me were idiots, destroying each other, disrespectful creatures, the only living being on this planet who is killing its own environment. And, can there please come something to wipe us off, But yeah, then I could be like that, or I could do something about it. And I choose to do something about it. Is it safe? No. Is it small? Definitely not. I mean, I'm online. I'm saying all this stuff online. It will be online forever. Once you put something online, it stays there. I mean, if I ever run for the president of the parliament, people can come with this and say, "Oh, you said that 10 years ago." Yeah, well, I said that 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. It's 10 years ago. I'm saying this now. Deal with it.
Good point, man.
Yeah, so that's me on safe and small. And I still do sometimes. I'm still afraid. Definitely. I could be, we both probably could be doing much bigger projects, or being on some whole another level if we wouldn't be afraid. But that's part of the game. That's our pet, and we will break it. We will face them, and you guys can do it too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything else to add. Any more questions? It's like kind of a good point to. There is nothing else to say to this topic.
Yeah. I feel like I have nothing. I'm like, what I'm going to say now, but yeah.
I mean, it's we can wrap it up in a way, like, how it was for you guys. Do you enjoy it? Do you are you in it with us? And I can express myself. I enjoyed this. It's like I was whole day. I wanted to stream before some Call of Duty. And then I was thinking, why do I want to do that? And then I was just like, I just enjoy doing this. I love being here, talking and chatting and blabbering and doing something, contributing to people, to everybody who is listening. And yeah, I really love this, and I will keep on doing this for sure. I promise you that. So I had a great time experiencing it, and I know we can only get better and better and better. And that is what is actually encouraging me, okay, this is where we start. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first one. So 10 years, in 1 year, we will check the first stream, and then we will have a good laugh, especially me, when I'm going to see how nervous I was. And yeah, that will be so fun, you know.
Yeah.
But
I would just
even though I was, yeah,
no go
I just
sorry.
wanted to say that even though if I was nervous but I enjoy it every second, you know, because I like talking to you with you, and thank you everyone who asks questions and who collaborated and who listened to us. That means a lot to us, and thank you for your feedback also. So yeah, I really like doing this, you know, so it's worth of my time and to be here. And if we, I don't know, give you at least one thing that you can take with you tomorrow or today to think in, I don't know, just one direction to discover something, what's there for you, what's possible for you, then I think our mission of this podcast for today is accomplished. That's from my point of view. Sum up.
True that. And I would just say, for the end, whatever you will be doing from now on, you know, whenever, keep one thing in mind. I would say, especially if you're starting new projects and you are having struggles or fears or, you know, doubtful thoughts, remember one sentence that I just remembered, and it really gives me encouragement, is this is how winning looks like, you know. So we want to be a great podcasters. We know we are not that today, but this is how winning looks like. You got to start somewhere, make all the mistakes, you know. Master is somebody who makes all the mistakes on one area. So, you know, we are probably going to make mistakes. Wi-Fi won't be working. I don't know, microphones will be bad or are bad, you know, stuff like that. But this is how winning looks like. You got to start somewhere, and then you keep on grinding it for being better and better and better and better. And that's it.
And why? Because that's our purpose. And we have passion behind that. And that's what's keeping us on fire, you know.
You see, when I speak, my computer, it's only red. When smiley face speaks,
what?
Computer shines. You know?
Computer smiles. All right, I like it. Oh yeah, let's do it. All right, I like it. I like how you connect that with my voice. I like it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I got you covered, brother. I got you covered.
Yeah,
you're all good.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you for being here. This podcast will be thrown on YouTube as well, packed in one thing. We'll put it on SoundCloud. I will also share it on all the social medias. So yeah, you guys are invited to share with us, and let's spread the word around. That's it. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you everyone.
Smiley face, thank you for doing that with me, even though you want to cancel it or postpone it because we don't have the best proper something perfectionist guy.
Thank you for throwing me into the water, and I must swim now. But I like that about you. That's why I love you, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. So next Monday, same time, 9 p.m. CET. See you guys. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.